as you already know, and today we're going to be talking about if there really is life outside of Earth. And by that I mean, is there really aliens? Are UFOs even real? You might be asking yourself, what's an alien? What's an extraterrestrial? Well, basically what it is supposedly a being supposedly from another world. Oops. Extraterrestrials have been the talk of the century, from the first set of UFO to the Area 51 being a top secret place where they're being kept. The rare question that everybody always questions of, is there really life outside of Earth? Well, let's take it back to the 1948. The 1940s. The first well-known UFO sighting occurred back in the 1940s. Wait, you might be asking yourself, what's a UFO? Well, UFO is a mysterious object seen in the sky, which it is claimed no orthodox scientific explanation that can be found. Basically, a flying saucer. Anyways, as I was saying, the first UFO sighting occurred back in the 1940s, when a businessman named Kenneth Arnold claimed he saw a high-speeding object near Mount Rainier in Washington while he was out flying his plane one afternoon. After that occurred, the unidentified sightings started to increase in the 1948. The U.S. force got involved and began the investigation of all the sightings that were being reported, called it the Project Sign. Although within a year, Project Sign was a huge success. From 1952 to 1969, there were more than 12,000 reports of UFO sightings. Although there is many infamous stories about UFO sightings and the videos being captured by the public, no one's actually seen or witnessed an alien, or extraterrestrials, is what they're called. Area 51, as you might know, is a place in the United States with the Air Force facility deep in the Nevada desert. It's known for its alien conspiracy theories. However, Area 51 is actually a top high-secret government force where they test out aircraft and missiles back then. In the summer of 1955, sightings of unidentified flying objects were reported around Area 51. That's because the Air Force had begun its testing on the U-2 craft. Basically, if you know what the U-2 craft is what they were tested back then. Basically, Area 51 was built back then when the USSR was being, basically when all the war was going on, and there was everything. Basically, President Eisenhower, I think that's how you pronounce his name, made it so they really wouldn't know about it, or the citizens wouldn't know about it. So basically, where missiles were being tested, and they didn't want to make it known to the public. And what better place not to make it than in the Nevada desert? Anyways, as I was saying about the U-2 aircraft, the U-2 aircraft flyer was an aircraft that could fly higher than 60,000 feet. Back then, normal airliners were in the 10,000 or 20,000 feet range, while military aircrafts were topped around 40,000 feet. 40,000 feet. However, if a pilot spotted the tiny speck that was a U-2 high above it, they would have no idea what it was. They would usually let the aircraft control know someone was out there, which is what led to the increase of UFO sightings in the area. While the Air Force knew about the UFO sightings was actually the U-2 being tested, they couldn't tell the public. Basically, people back then didn't know that an airplane, which was the U-2 aircraft, could fly higher than a normal airplane. And another fun fact was that Area 51 has a small town around it, and it's known for its extraterrestrial highway is a popular destination for tourists. Basically, what I mean about the extraterrestrial highway is that since there's been so many report sightings that people seen aliens around Area 51, it started its own business where there's a restaurant that supposedly if you sit there you get to see the aliens pass by. And it's another fun fact about Area 51 is that it's so high protected because it's military force that you can't get around. There's basically military soldiers all over, guarding. There's cameras everywhere. It's being watched 24/7. 24/7, so you can't get in. There's a car that's always passing by where you can't see anything. Like, it's really high maintenance.